The Ahupua'a concept that we are trying to reinvent today is really the idea of sustainable use, sustainable yields, looking at taking just enough to use and putting the rest back in, making sure that it's clean, making sure that we can produce what we need in our area. Tell me what's in the box.
Okay, well we have all sorts of things from the boxes. We have, oh, look at that beautiful eggplant.
Look at that eggplant. Look at this eggplant.
Isn't that gorgeous?
The catchphrase today is the carbon footprint, right? I mean, what is the carbon footprint of the taro? If it's grown in your district, there's very little carbon footprint. But if the taro is flown in from somewhere else, there's a huge carbon footprint on it. Really, the Ahupua'a concept is perhaps what we call the modern ecology. It's the same thing. Except I think perhaps the Hawaiians, and if you take it to a deeper level, the Polynesians refined it to the highest level. They were able to get the most amount of yield out of the least amount of resources. We're not at that point yet. You know, I grew up in Hana and my grandparents raised me, and my tutu and my grandmother always raised food. We always had things growing. And that was the norm out there at the time. You know, today, I get home to Hana once a week, but I still have gardens and I still produce food, and I have lettuce and tomatoes and squash and pumpkins and onions and fruits and vegetables. And one day out of the week I get to go home and tend to this, but I produce a lot of food and I give it away. If everybody did just a little bit of that, we could become quite sustainable and quite healthy again. You know, a little tray about this big, you know, 3 feet by 1.5 foot wide, some lettuce seeds in there on your windowsill will produce enough to feed one person for a few days, you know. So we can do this, and if everybody starts doing it, we'll become less dependent. This year what I'm doing is I have a very special blend. It's called Senator's Super Salad Seeds, and it's a stunning mix of it's a mix of organic, non-GMO lettuces. Number of lettuce seeds, and I'm giving out packets of these seeds with instructions to every household that I go to, encouraging them to raise some food. It's organic, non-GMO, so that really fits what people are looking for these days in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's perfect. And it's a great way to get people reconnected with the fact that food actually comes out of the soil. It's something you can grow yourself. It's something that a person grows. It doesn't always come from the freezer section or the supermarket.
A lot of times the kids get into it, you know, they start doing it, and then the parents start getting into it, and before you know it, we started a new idea or a new habit of raising a little bit of food. So I'm encouraging people to do this. I have enough lettuce seeds to distribute to about 30,000 households, which we'll begin doing in late September, early October, and you know, I hope to get this message out in a real concrete way. I'm saying, here's some seed, go and plant. And it's wonderful lettuce. It'll be ready to harvest in about 3 weeks, and a lot of the lettuce will regrow. So I'm looking forward to it. We're also asking people to send us photos of their gardens. I plan to put this online. I'm asking them to send it to gardens@kalanienglish.com. And you know, we'll put it online and we'll share your gardens. My grandmother always said, you know, you have an amount of certain vegetable. You always give the best ones away. That's what you give to other people and you trade. And because you can always eat the ones that are a little bit off grade, a little bit, but you want everybody else to have the better, you know. And that was one of the Hawaiian traits, was that, you know, we would give. The wealth was in giving, you know. The abundance was in the giving, and it was giving the best that you had. So the most beautiful squashes would go to my neighbors and my cousins, and you know, in return we get the most beautiful bananas and the most beautiful taro. The Hawaiian ethic was one of sharing and giving, but not just giving a little bit, giving a lot and giving your best. And I think we sort of lost that today. You know, it's like, do I have enough, and is there enough for me? And if we look, we have total abundance here. We just have to acknowledge it and look around and see that it's there.